Good day everyone. So for this video lecture, we are going to talk about singly reinforced non-rectangular beam. So all of the concepts, discussions, and solutions in this video lecture are based and in line with the requirements stated in the National Structural Code of the Philippines, which is the NSCP 2015. So all of my sample problems that are found in this video lecture are originated in the simplified reinforced concrete design second edition by Engineer Mark Jefferson V. Castro. So ito po yung ating reference book. Okay. So before anything else, I just want to clarify that the method or the way of analysis and design in rectangular beam is just the same dito po sa ating non-rectangular beam. However, dun po sa ating rectangular beam, ginagamit natin dun yung mga derived formulas, right? So we already have that derived formulas that we are going to use in designing and analyzing a rectangular beam. But here, dito po sa ating non-rectangular beam, we are not going to use that derived formulas, okay? So hindi na po natin gagamitin yung mga formulas na yon. So ano mga yung gagamitin natin dito kay non-rectangular beam? So dito na po papasok yung three ways of analysis na sinabi ko dun sa introduction, no? Okay. So yun yung summation forces horizontal equals zero, summation moment, and yung checking Fs. So it is very important also that alam nyo kung paano na-derive yung values ng ating C balance, yung C tension, and yung ating, ano po ba yung isa, yung ah, C max, okay, C maximum. So very important yon because yung ano natin dito guys, ano tawag dito, yung approach po natin dito is kagaya doon sa pagdi-derive ng mga formulas na yon. Okay? Okay. So let's start. Siguro pwede naman na tayo mag-start, ano? Sample problem 1. Ito muna tayo, okay? For example number 1, a hollow beam is shown in the figure below. Assume F prime C is equal to 28 megapascal and Fy is equal to 345 megapascal. So, tignan muna natin. Spec natin tong ano natin, beam natin. So, as we can see in the figure, our beam is a hollow, no? So, meaning it is not already a rectangular. Kasi nga may butas na siya sa gitna. So, yung way ng analysis natin dito and design is different na. I mean, hindi na tayo gagamit dito ng mga derived formulas such as yung formula ng ating VMN max, yung formula ng ating VMNT. Tama ba? So, may mga derived formulas na ganon. And also, hindi na din natin gagamitin dito yung formula ng ating row balance. Okay? So, magre-rely lang po tayo doon sa tatlong ways of analysis na sinabi ko kanina. Okay, so ano ba yung mga required dito? So we have six na pinapahanap. So for letter A, determine the balance steel area of the beam, determine the balance moment capacity of the beam, determine the maximum steel area of the beam, determine the maximum moment capacity of the beam, and the required tension steel area with the given values of the ultimate moment. So since given po yung ating ultimate moment dito, ang hinahanap sa atin is yung required tension steel area. Therefore, this E and F is part of a design. Okay, so i-design natin tong beam natin. So kung tayo magde-decide kung ano po yung magiging tension steel area na gagamitin natin with the corresponding MU values. Okay, so let's now start this one. Letter A muna tayo. So for letter A, ano yung hinahanap dito? Yung balance steel area. So letter A. A is balance steel area. So dito na lang ibaba. A is bal. Ayan. So ito po yung ating required. So before tayo mag-proceed sa ating solution, isulat ko lang yung mga givens, guys. Para hindi na natin tignan sa taas. So yung given dito is F prime C is 28 MPa. 28 MPa and Fy na 345 megapascal. So, kapagka gan'tong given na po yung ating F prime C, ilagay na din natin yung ating beta 1 kasi nga ano, later on magagamit natin 'to. So, since our F prime C is 28 megapascal, so ibig sabihin niyan, yung beta 1 natin is 0.85, okey? Ayan, so nandito na yung mga beam dimensions natin. So, yung B natin is 500. So, tayo po yung magso-solve ng ating effective depth. Okay, tayong magso-solve ng ating effective depth. So, yung given B or width ng ating beam dito is 500 mm. While yung ating effective depth, ano ba yung definition ng ating effective depth? Yung effective depth was measured from the centroid of the steel reinforcement up to the extreme concrete fiber. So, mula dito sa centroid na 'to, dito natin mini-measure papataas yung ating effective depth. Therefore, ano ngayon yung value ng ating effective depth dito? So, our effective depth was calculated by just subtracting this 75 millimeters into the total depth which is 800 mm. So, gawin na lang po natin dito, ano? So, our D is equal to 800 mm minus 75 ml. So, our effective depth is 725 millimeters. So, this will be our effective depth. Okay? So, pwede na po tayong mag-proceed dito sa solution natin kay letter A. So, AS balance. So, since hinahanap po sa atin si AS balance, so all of the dimensions that we are going to use is also in balance condition din lang. Yung mga values ng ating C is in terms of balance condition. Yung values ni A is dapat naka-balance condition yan. So, gawin natin. So, unahin na nating isolve yung ating C balance. C balance. So, yung C balance natin, meron tayong formula dyan, 600 D all over 600 plus Fy. Ayan. So, substituting this one, we have 600 times the value of our effective depth, that is 725 millimeters, divided by the value of Fy plus 600. Okay, so yung Fy po natin dito is 345. 345 megapascal. So, gamitin natin itong ating emulator. So, 600 times 725. 600. So, our answer is 460.317. So, 460. So, after solving C balance, kailangan nating isolve yung ating A balance. Ano? So, A balance is equal to beta 1 C balance. Tama ba? So, beta 1 C, since this is A balance, edi gamitin din natin dito yung C in balance condition. So, yung beta 1 natin is 0.85. C balance na 460.317. So, calculating this one, ayan. So, dito na natin na lang. So, times 0.85. So, press equal. So, our answer is 391.26. 270. Tama ba? 391.227. So, 391.270 millimeters. Okay. So, sir, paano po pag nalimutan namin si C-balance? E di gamitin nyo yung ibang way. Di ba ano natin, yung Fs is equal to 600 D minus C over C. So, for balance condition, di ba Fs is equal to Fy. So kapag pinalitan natin 'to ng Fy, then this C is magiging Cbal na yan. Cbal, okay? So substituting the values, yung Fy natin is 345 equals 600. Yung D natin is ano, 725 minus Cbal over Cbal. Yan. So try lang natin 'to sa calculator. Prove lang natin na same lang yung lalabas diyan. So 345, so alpha, so 600 times yung ating D na 725 minus C balance na kinukuha over C balance. So, shift solve. So, initial value, pwede kang maglagay dyan kahit ano, 300. Okay. So, yung sagot is 460.317. So, as we can see, parehas lang po siya dito sa direct formula, no? So, anyway, hindi na kailangan to sa solution na. So, in case na nakalimutan mo yung formula ng CBAL, edi gamitin mo yung another way na tinuro ko. So, after solving A balance, kailangan po nating makita kapag yung ating A balance is greater than or equal doon sa thickness ng ating ano, tawag dito, yung ating beam kay 150. Yun yung thickness niya sa may top. Kasi kung ano dito, kung ilalatag natin tong A balance natin, this was measured from the top papunta po dito kasi lalagpas yan kay 150, tama ba? Since this is equal to ano 391. So, nadoble pa siya, no? So, nandito siya. Eh di, nandito yung ano mo, no? Nandito yung able mo. So, via inspection, kapag ka sinolve mo yung ating area of compression block, meron tayong hollow part dito. So, kailangan nating i-neglect itong hollow part na yon. So, kailangan nating i-neglect yan. So, paano natin to gagawin? So, ang gagawin po natin dyan is magkakaroon po tayo ng additional parameter na gagamitin. Yun po yung ating Z balance. Okay. So, our Z balance, since A bal is greater than 150, kailangan nating isolve si Z balance. Solve Z bal. So, yung Z bal po natin is equal ngayon to A balance minus si 150. Yan. So, yan po yung ating magiging value ni Z balance. So, calculate na natin to. So, yung ating A balance is 391.270 minus 150. Okay. So yung ans natin, tama ba? Ito pa rin yung kanina. Okay. Times 0.85 minus 150. So, our answer is 241.270. 241.270 millimeters. So, this will be our Z balance. So, saan naman ito mami-measure? Yung Z balance natin was measured from this part pababa. So, pababa yan. So, ito yung ating Z balance dito. ZB. Z balance. So, after this one guys, saka tayo magsa-summation forces horizontal. So, summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. So, all of the forces to the right is equal to the all of the forces to the left, no? So, before that, kailangan ko munang ipakita sa inyo yung magiging itsura ng ating tawag dito, yung ating diagram, ano? Kasi magkakaroon po tayo ng additional figure dito. Kunin lang natin yung figure na drawing ko. So, ayan. So, initially, ganito yung ating beam. Ano? Since na-solve natin yung ating Z balance, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, meron tayong excess. Okay? Excess dimension. So, magiging ganito po yung itsura ng ating beam. Tama ba? And this part dito, ito yung ating Z bal. Ayan. So, ito yung ating Z balance. So, ang mangyayari po dito, guys, magkakaroon na po tayo dito ng dalawang CC. Okay? Or yung CC para kay area 1 and then yung CC para kay area 2. Since we have two CCs, Eh di, ano lang natin, lagyan natin to ng subscript na 1 and subscript na 2. And since yung ating area 2 is dalawa yan, so dalawa din, magta times 2 din tayo dito sa ating CC2. So, using this figure guys, gamitin natin yung summation forces horizontal. So, next step, summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. All forces to the right is equal to all forces to the left. So, parang ang magiging equation na natin dito, T is equal to CC1 plus CC2 kasi puro to the left tong dalawa dito. So, T is equal to CC1 plus dalawang CC2. So, yung ating T dito is ASFS. Tama ba? So, ASFS, lagay na lang natin dito, ASFS is equal to CC1 is 0.85 F prime C, area 1. Yan. Area 1. Ito yung ating area 1 dito. Plus 2 times 0.85 F prime C, area 2. So, yung area 2 natin is makikita nyo dito sa ating figure dito sa baba. Okay. So, pwede na tayong mag-proceed dito. Pwede na tayong mag-proceed dito. Since yung ating hinahanap dito is ES balance, ibig sabihin naka-balance condition tayo. Therefore, our FS here is mapapalitan po siya ng FY. Okay, papalitan natin to ng FY. Since this is for balance condition. So, after replacing this FS into FY, itong AS na po natin na to, yung nandito sa formula, will now become AS bal. So, malinaw po ba yun? Malinaw? So, ito magiging AS balance na yan. Yung FS, since balance condition, gawin na natin siyang FY equals 0.85 F prime C area 1 plus 2 times 0.85 F prime C area 2. So, substitute na lang po natin yung mga values dito. Makukuha na po natin itong mga dito, pinapahanap si AS-val. So, AS-val times FY na 345. Balikan natin, parang nag-aalakan ako. Ayan, 345 yung FY natin is equal to 0.85 F prime C, 28 yun. Yung area 1 natin. So, yung area 1 natin is base times height. So, yung base mo is 500. Buo yan. Times 150. So, 500 times 150. Plus, yung 2, wag natin kalimutan yan. Tapos, 0.85. F prime C na 28. Yung ating B, ano yung width ng ating area 2? Width niya is 125. Tama ba? And yung height niya is si Z balance. Tama ba? Si Z balance yung ating height. So, 125 times Z balance lang to. So, 125 times Z balance. Yung Z balance natin is 241.270. So, calculate natin to. So, AS val, 345 alpha X. So, 0.85 times 28, 500 times 150. Huwag natin kalimutan yung 2 dito. Times 0.85 times 28 times 125 times 241.270. So, shift solve. Any values? Pwede yan. 500 muna. Okay, so yung ating AS balance na nasolve dito guys is 9,334.946 millimeter squared. So this will be our answer for letter A. So AS val is equal to 9334 point, 946 mm squared. So, ito na po yung ating answer kay letter A. So, after solving letter A, proceed naman po tayo kay letter B. So, para ma-solve po yung pinapahanap kay letter B, ano yung pinapahanap? Balance moment capacity of the beam. So, in order to solve this one, kailangan po natin yung mga dimensions na makikita dito. Itong mga bakante dito. So, itong vacant po na to, ito po yung A-ball natin. Yan, A-ball. A balance. And then, ito po yung ating C, effective depth C. And since this is for balance conditions, is C-ball yan. And also, this is our effective depth, D. Ngayon, dito naman po tayo sa moment arms ng ating CC1 and CC2 papunta kay T. So, since na-project naman na natin siya dito, unahin muna natin itong nandito na part. So, paano natin to makukuha? We can solve this one by just subtracting the half of 150 kasi ito kalahati ng 150 yan. So, kalahati po yan ng 150 kasi itong CC1 natin was projected at the center or the mid-height of the area 1, which is nasa kalahati siya ng 150. So, yung nasa top, half of 150. Yung nasa bottom is half of 150. Therefore, itong distance na to is simply the effective depth minus 150 over 2. So, D minus 150 over 2. So, how about this distance dito? Dito sa may ibaba, ito. So, we can solve this one by just subtracting itong 150 na to, subtract natin siya, i-minus ulit natin yung kalahati ng ating depth ng area 2, which is Z balance yun. So, ito 150 yan, ito Z bal over 2. So, yun, ito yung i-minus natin kay effective depth. So, D minus 150 minus Z balance over 2. So, kompleto na po tayo dito guys. Erase ko lang tong mga to. Hindi maging pangit. Okay, we can now proceed dito sa ating letter B. So, yung letter B natin, ang hinahanap is si Phi-Mn balance or the balance moment capacity. So, Phi-Mn balance. Ito yung required natin. And, based dun sa ating introduction, the value of P for balance condition will automatically be equal to 0.65. Ayan. So, 0.65 na po yan. Kahit gawin nyo siya dun sa formula ng phi, makukuha nyo to. Phi is equal to 0.65. So, we can now proceed to the formula of our moment. But this time, yung ating summation moment na part ng ating analysis, yung derived formula natin doon is single single CC lang yon, tama ba? Yung mu is equal to phi cc d minus a over 2. So, ito lang yung na-derive natin doon. Kasi nga, si cc pa lang po yung iikot papunta kay t. But this time, we already have another one, cc. Si cc to yun, no? So, iikot din to papunta kay t. So, magsasummation moment tayo about t. Yun na po yung ating moment capacity. Yan. So, our mu is equal to phi times cc1. cc1 natin, ano yung moment arm niya papunta kay t? Si d minus 150 over 2. Ayan. Plus, phi times si CC2, dalawa yan. So, 2 times CC2. Then, the moment arm papunta kay T is D minus 150 minus Z balance over 2. So, ito yung kanyang moment arm. So, phi times 2 CC2 D minus 150 minus Z balance over 2. So, ito na po yung ating gagamiting um, working equation sa pag-solve ng ating MU. Since yung hinahanap po sa atin dito is VMN balance, yung gagamitin po nating mga ano dito is in terms of balance condition. So, palitan ko na to ng VMN balance. VMN bal. Yan. So, substituting the values. Pero bago natin i-substitute, i-breakdown natin tong si CC into ano, it's equivalent. So, yung 0.85 F prime si AB, ganun. So, VMN bal is equal to yung phi natin 0.65 pero mamaya natin i-substitute. CC1 is 0.85 F prime C area 1 D minus 150 over 2. Pero isulat ko na lang to as 75. Ayan. So 75 yan, 75. Plus P times 2. Yung CC2 natin na 0.85 F prime C area 2. Then D minus 150 minus Z balance over 2. So we can now substitute the given values dito sa ating equation. We have VMN bal is equal to phi na 0.65, 0.85, F prime C na 28. Yung area 1 natin is, balikan natin, 500 times 150 times 150. Yung effective depth is 725 minus 75. Okay, so plus 0.65 times 2, huwag natin kakalimutan yon. Then 0.85 F prime C na 28. Area 2 natin. Yung area 2 po natin is 125 times Z balance. So 125 times our Z balance. Ano yung Z balance natin dito? Z balance. So 241.270. 241.270. Tama ba? 270 yan. Okay, tama, tama. Oh, so yun pa lang si area 2. Meron ba tayong effective depth na 725 minus 150 minus Zbal na yung Zbal natin na 241.270 divided by 2. Ayan. So ito yung i-input natin sa calculator. Input natin ito sa calcu. So 0.65 plus 0.85 is 0.85 F prime C na 28 times 500 times 150 times 72. So, lagyan natin to ng parenthesis. 725 minus 75. So, plus 0.65 times 2 times 0.85 times 28 times 125 times 241.270. 27 na lang. Then, yung ating, moment arm na 725 minus 150 minus 241.27 divided by 2. Ayan. So, press equal divided by 1 million. Ayan. Para maging kilonewton meter. So, our answer here is 1178.136. 1178.136 kilonewton meter. So this will be our answer in letter B. So next na po tayo, letter C. So yung letter C po natin dito, determine the maximum steel area of the beam. So parang ganun din yung gagawin natin sa method na ginawa natin dito sa letter A and B. But this time, we can use maximum condition, tama ba? So yung mga parameters natin is in terms of maximum condition na. Yung C maximum, yung A maximum lang. Okay. So, letter C. Letter C. So, yung hinahanap po sa atin dito is yung ating AS maximum. So, AS max. So, ano yung una natin ginawa kanina? Sinold natin yung ating C. Okay? So, yung C max ngayon, yung C natin kanina is C balance. Ngayon, C max naman. So, C max is equal to 3 over 7D. Tama ba? 3 over 7D yung ating C maximum dito. Baka mapagbaliktad nyo si 3 over 7D at 3 over 8D Yung 3 over 8D po is for C tension yun. So, C max tayo. So, 3 over 7 ito. 3 over 7 of the effective depth. So, we have 3 over 7 times effective depth na 725. Calculate natin to. We have 3 over 7. 3 times 725 over 7. So, our C max is 310.714 millimeters. And yung ating A max, masasolve na din natin siya. Yung A max natin is beta 1 C max. So, remember the value of our beta 1, that is 0.85. Then, C max natin na 310.714. 310.714 times 0.85. 264.107. 264.107 millimeters. So, after solving A max, let's now compare this value sa ating thickness. Okay, yung thickness ng ating area 1. So, since this A max exceed the value of the depth of our area 1, which is si 150, ibig sabihin magkakaroon tayo ng Z max. So, Z max naman ngayon. So, drawing muna natin yung panibago nating figure dito kay letter C. So, ibahan lang natin tong mga nandito, no? So, ito magiging Z max na to. Ito is A max. C max. So, ito is, ito natin. So, Z max na yun. So, anong value na ito? This is Z max. Ito ay A max. Ito ay C max. And ito is Z max. Ayan. So, kumpleto na tayo. So, ito din yan. Parehas din lang dito sa unang figure. Okay. So, since parehas yan, pwede nating isolve yung ating Z maximum. Since yung ating A max is greater than 150, solve Z max. Yan. So, Z max natin is simply A max minus 150. Minus 150 lang tayo dito. Minus 150. So, 114.107. So, 114 millimeters. So, after solving Z maximum, so saka tayo magsa-summation forces horizontal. So, ganun ulit, meron tayong isang CC1 at meron tayong dalawang CC2. So, summation forces horizontal equals 0. All forces to the right is equal to all forces to the left. So, we have T is equal to CC1 plus dalawang CC2. So, yung T natin is ASFS equals 0.85. F prime C area 1 plus 2 times 0.85 F prime C times area 2. So, since nasa maximum condition tayo, diba nasa maximum condition na tayo? So, ano yung gagamitin nating Fs dito? Ang gagamitin natin for maximum condition, Fs is equal to 800 megapascal. Tama ba? 800 MPa yung ating Fs. But, remember this one guys. Since Fs is equal to 800 megapascal, it doesn't mean na i-input mo to dito sa value ni Fs. Mali yun, mali. Pag nilagay mo siya diyan, so since maximum condition, so mali po 'yun. So ang gusto ko lang pong sabihin dito, since yung Fs kay maximum condition is 800 megapascal and that is greater than the value of our given Fy. Ano ba yung given na Fy natin dito? 345, tama ba? 345. Ibig sabihin nito, tension steel yields. Tama ba? So kapag tension steel yields yan, titake natin na si Fs is equal to Fy. Yan. So lagi niyong tandaan to ha. So ngayon, papalitan ko lang itong si Fs ng Fy. So As Fy equals 0.85 F prime C area 1 plus 2 times 0.85 F prime C area 2. Okay? So, yung AS natin ngayon dito, magiging AS max na yan. AS max. So, AS max, substitute natin yung mga values ha. Yung Fy natin is 345 equals 0.85. F prime C na 28. Area 1 that is 500 times 150. Okay, tapos plus 2. Huwag natin kalimutan si 2. 2 times 0.85 F prime C na 28. Area 2 natin, that is Zmax times 125. So, 125 times the value of Zmax na nasolve natin. So, 114.107. So, input na natin to sa calcu. So, 0.85 times 28 is 500, 750. 500. 750 plus 2 times 0.85. 28 times 125 is 114.107. Oh, laki yan. 0.85, 500, 150. Diba? Tapos 2 times 0.85 times 28 times 125 times 114.107. Saan tayo nagkamali dito? Bakit to, press equal pa pala, no? Alpha solve. So, AS max times 345. 345. Yan. So, shift solve. Shift solve, then kahit anong value yan, 1,000, okay lang. So, 7141.845. So, ang gagawin ko sana kanina dito, i-divided by 345 ko na lang sana. Pero nakalimutan ko, no? So, 7141.845. So, ito na yung ating AS max. 7141.845. Yung unit natin is square millimeters. So, this will be our answer for letter C. So, pwede na po tayong mag-proceed kay letter D. Ang pinapahanap po kay letter D is yung maximum moment capacity, si VMN max. So, for letter D, VMN maximum. Ayan. So, since VMN max to, sabihin mo, meron akong naalalang formula ni VMN max. Di ba may formula tayo dito kay VMN max, yung mahaba. Pero guys, sinabi ko na kanina na hindi na natin yung magagamit. We can no longer use that formula kasi non-rectangular na tayo. So yung approach natin dito is yung approach kung paano na-derive yung ating VMN max na formula na tinuro ko. So ganun yung magiging approach natin dito, no? So VMN max is what? Yung VMN max natin is equal to V times, hindi na ulit natin magagamit tong sana yung ito, kung nandito, M is equal to VCCD minus A over 2. Hindi na to, kasi nga dalawa na po yung ating CC dito eh. So, dalawa na yung iikot, papunta kay T. So, VCC1 times the moment arm that is D minus 150 over 2. Yun pa rin, tama ba? Plus VCC2, pero nakalimutan nating ilagay si 2. So, lagay natin dito si 2. V times 2 CC2. Yung moment arm mo na D minus 150 minus Z maximum divided by 2. So, ang nagbago lang dito si Z maximum. So, okay, we have PMN max equals yung fee natin na, okay, dito na, ano yung gagamitin nating fee dito? 0.9, 0.65, or yung isang value ng fee. So, yung fee natin dito, guys, is yung fee para kay maximum condition, which is si 0.65 plus 0.25 times Fs minus Fy sana to, tama ba? Fs minus Fy over 1,000 minus Fy. Since maximum condition, yung ating Fs is 800. So, palitan na lang natin to ng 800 minus Fy over 1,000 minus the value of our Fy. Okay, so PMN max is equal to CC1 that is 0.85 F prime C area 1 D minus 150 over 2 is 75. Yan. Plus phi times 2cc2 ay sinulat ko ulit cc2 0.85. So phi 2 times 0.85 F prime C area 2 D minus 150 minus Z maximum over 2. Ayan. So, before tayo pumunta dito, kailangan po nating masolve itong si ating Fmax. Fmax muna tayo, Fmax. So, Fmax is equal to 0.65 plus 0.25 800 minus Fy na 345 over 1,000 minus 345. Calculate natin. 0.65 plus 0.25 times 800 minus 345 divided by 1,000 minus 345. So, we have 0.824. 0.824 yung ating Fmax. 0.824. So, ito yung isasalpak natin dito sa ating equation. We have PMN max is equal to 0.824 times 0.85. The value of F prime C na 28. A1 natin na 500 times, ano nga ulit yung 150, no? 150 yun. 150. Yan. Tapos, yung moment arm niya na 725, sa effective depth yun, minus 75. Plus yung fee natin na 0.824 times 2 times 0.85 F prime C na 28. Yung ating area 2, ito ay 125 minus C maximum, ay C Z max. Yan. So, Z max natin, nasan si Z max natin dito? So, Z maximum. Ayan. So, nandito si Z maximum, 114.107. So, 114.107. So, yun pa lang si area 2. Wala pa yung ating moment arm. So, yung moment arm mo na 725 minus 150. Natin to konti. Wala nga siya. So, 150 minus Z max na 114.107 divided by 2. Ayan. So, calculate natin to. So, we have 0.824 times 0.85 F prime C F prime C times 500 times 150 times 725 minus 75 plus 0.824 times 2 times 0.85 times 28. Lipat natin to. Times 125. 114.107 times 725 minus 150. Nga ba no? Minus 114.107 divided by 2. So, matagal kasing mag-input dito sa ano, sa emulator dito sa laptop kasi di ko gamay. Ayan. So, ito yung ano, naka-Newton millimeter to. So, divided by 1 million para maging kilonewton meters. So, 1245.808. So, yan yung ating final answer dito sa ating letter D. Ayan. So, we have VMN max. So, our VMN maximum is equal to 1245.808. Yung unit natin is kilonewton meter. So, ito na po yung ating final answer for letter D. So, remember guys, kilonewton meter is different kay kilonewton per meter. So, kailangan nyo mag-ingat sa ginagamit yung mga, mga units. Kapag ka sinabi nating moment, kasi nga moment to kilonewton meter yun. Dash yun dash. Pag sinabi nating kilonewton per meter, that is a unit for a uniformly distributed load or uniformly varying load. Tama ba? Si ano yan, si omega or yung weight W siya. Ayan. Okay, letter E and letter F na lang tayo. Haba-haba pa no. So letter E and F. So for letter E, ang hinahanap ko sa atin ay yung ating AS. Tama ba? AS yung hinahanap sa atin with the given value of our MU that is 800 kilonewton meter. So AS. So letter E. AS. So with the given value of MU that is equal to 800 kilonewton meter. So ano yung first step ng ating design? 'Di ba yung first step is determine muna natin kung magsi-singly reinforced beam or doubly reinforced beam siya. Since we already have the value of our MU which is 800 kilonewton meter and na-solve naman na natin si VMN max, 'di ba yan lang naman yung i-compare natin to determine whether the beam is an example of singly reinforced or doubly reinforced beam. So dito, we can conclude that the value of our VMN max is greater than the value of our MU. So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, SRB to or singly reinforced beam. Yan. So, that's the time na mag-proceed ka kay step 2, which is yung VMNT sana, tama ba? But, again, ito ay non-rectangular beam, so yung solution natin ay hindi na po magiging katulad dati. So, ang gagawin po natin dito is mag-assume tayo. Assumption ulit, assumption. So, we can assume that, tawag dito, we can assume that tension controlled siya. Tama ba? Tension controlled wherein yung phi natin is 0.9. So, yun yung una nating ina-assume doon sa ating rectangular beam. But this time, hindi naman natin alam kung lalagpas ba yung ating A or yung depth of compression block natin kay 150. Tama ba? Hindi natin alam kung yung magiging itsura ba ng ating diagram is nandito lang yung A natin, yan lang yung ating area of compression block or kagaya nito, yung ating magiging tawag dito, figure. So, hindi natin alam kung ano yung kakalabasan. So, we need to assume first, before tayo mag-assume na tension controlled siya, i-assume natin na yung ating A is equal to 150 millimeters. So, yun yung ating second step, So, assume yung A natin is equal to 150 mm. Ayan. So, dito natin mapuprove kung lalagpas ba yung ating A kay 150 or kukulangin ba yung ating A. Ano? So, ngayon, gawin natin. So, using this value of A, masosolve natin si C. Yung C natin is equal to A over beta 1. So, A over beta 1, so yung A natin is 150 divided by 0.85. So, beta 1 natin is 150 divided by 0.85. So, yeah, 176.471. So, 176.47. So, 176.471 millimeters. So, after solving C, ang next na gagawin natin, check natin yung value ng ating Fs. So, check the value of Fs kung magti-tension control ba siya or hindi. So, Fs is equal to 600 D minus C over C. So, we have 600 times D natin na 725 minus 176.471 divided by 176.471. Ayan. So, 600 times 725 minus nakayans. So, 1865. So, this is equal to 1865 megapascal. So, 165 megapascal is greater than 1,000 yan. Megapascal. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, tension controlled, yung ating phi is equal to 0.9. So, isosolve kasi natin dito yung value ng ating VMN muna and then i-compare natin ito sa ating MU na given which is 800 kilonewton meter and dito natin ma-determine if yung ating tawag dito depth of compression block is magle-less or magi-greater than. Kasi kung dedirekta po tayo sa pag-solve ng ating AS, tingnan nyo to mabuti. Pag didirekta tayo sa pag-solve ng ating AS, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin na yung magiging equation mo is T is equal to CC lang. Kasi kapag lumagpas po yung ating A kay 150, edi hindi na tong magiging ganito, T is equal to CC. Diyan na papasok yung another equation which is T is equal to CC1 plus 2CC2. Eh kung alam mo lang na ganto lang yan, simpleng ganyan lang, edi magdirekta ka na dyan. Pero paano kapag ganto talaga yung magiging equation natin, edi mali ka na. So that's why we need to prove kung greater than ba yung ating depth of compression block kay 150 or hindi. Hindi ka agad didiretso sa summation forces horizontal. Ayan. So since tension controlled, solve natin yung ating phi MN. Kapag kayong A natin is 150. Ito yung PMN mo kapag kayong A mo is 150. So PMN is equal to phi CC D minus A over 2. Tama ba? So simple ganyan lang yan yung ating PMN. Kasi nga nakita mo no, yung ating A is just saktong-sakto dito na kung saan wala pa tayong area 2. So, ibig sabihin, isa lang yung ating area. Mawawala yung ating 2cc2 dito. So, therefore, isa lang yung iikot papunta kay T. So, isa lang to, no? So, we have phi, the value of our phi, since this is for, uh, ano, tension control, kasi na-prove natin na phi is equal to 0.9. So, yun yung gagamitin natin dito. 0.9 times cc natin na 0.85 F prime C. So, mabuti pa, isulat ko na lang muna yung pinaka-formula ng ating CC. So, 0.85 F prime C AB. Yan, AB na agad to. AB. Or pwede din namang area of compression block na AC. So, times D minus A over 2. So, our phi is 0.9. Then, times 0.85 F prime C, that is 28 megapascal. Yung A natin na, ano yung A natin? 150 no? 150. Tapos yung B po natin dito is 500. Ayan, yung D is 725 minus yung A natin na 150 over 2. So ito yung kailangan nating isolve. Ayan. So 0.9 times 0.85 times 28 25 times 150 times 500 times 725 minus 150 over 2 is 75 yan. So press equal divided by 1 million So, yung magiging sagot natin is 1044.225. So, VMN is 1044.225 kilonewton meter. So, remember this, kapag kayong nasolve mong VMN is greater than the given value of our MU, ibig sabihin yan, masyadong malaki yung VMN natin. Tama ba? Masyadong malaki yung ating strength kapag ka A is 150. So habang binabawasan mo yung value ni A dito na 150, bumababa si 150, bumababa din yung ating VMN until mag-equal na siya kay 800 kilonewton meter na MU. So since ganito po yung ating kinalabasan ng ating solution, ang ibig sabihin lang niyan, we need a lower value of A to yield the given MU that is 800 kilonewton meter. So, ang ibig sabihin po nito kapag ganyan, yung A natin is less than 150 mm. So, our figure will be, look like this na. So, ayan, ito na yung ating magiging figure dito, guys. Yung ating A is less than 150 mm. So, for now, kailangan nating isolve yung ating value ni A talaga na mas mababa kay 150. So ano yung kagandahan? Ano yung significant nitong natin, itong ginawa nating first step? Makukonklud natin, guys, sure na tayo na yung ating CC is iisa lang yan. Walang CC1, walang CC2. So our summation forces horizontal will magi-equate lang kay T and CCC. Magi-equate lang tong dalawang to. Okay, gawin na natin. So, kagaya po ng step 2 doon sa may design natin na inassume natin that tension controlled, tama ba? Itong na to, guys, itong part na to, hindi pa yan yung conclusion natin na tension controlled physical 0.10, hindi pa yon. Kailangan natin mag-assume dito sa next step. So, assume dito pa lang papasok yung second step ni rectangular pagdating kay design. So, assume tension controlled. So, assume tension controlled, wherein yung value ng phi natin is 0.9. Tapos, saka natin i-check yung ating assumption if it is correct or not. Yan, so 0.9. Pinalitan ko, paresin lang naman yan. 0.9. Okay, so our MU, given MU is 800, tama ba? So, yung ating MU is equal to phi CC. CC na lang yan kasi mag-isa na lang siya. D minus A over 2. Yung MU natin is 800 800 kilonewton meter. So, convert natin to into newton millimeter. So, magta-times 10 raised to 6 ako dito. So, yung phi mo is 0.9. CC is, lagay ko dito, phi CC is 0.85. F prime C, AB, D minus A over 2. So, 0.9 times 0.85, F prime C na 28. Yung A, ito yung kinukuha natin. Yung B natin, that is 500. D is 725 minus A over 2. Using shift solve, masosolve natin to, guys. Ayan. So, 800 times 10 raised to 6 raised to 6. Ayan. So 0.9 times 0.85 times 28 alpha A, yan, times 500, 725 minus alpha A over 2. So, shift solve, pwede tayong magbigay ng initial value pero mataas to masyado. Pwedeng ilagay, 200. Ayan, ganyan. Ayan. So, ang binigay po sa ating value ng ating A is 111.623. So, 111.623 millimeters. So, we will notice here that the value of A, actual A, ito na yung actual A natin is less than talaga siya. kay value ng ating A na 150 dito sa ating assumption na una. So, at initial instance, tama pa naman yung solution mo pag ganyan. So, pwede na nating masolve si C para i-prove natin kung tama yung ating assumption. So, C is equal to A over beta 1, no? So, A over beta 1. So, this is 111.623 divided by beta 1 na hindi pa rin magbabago yan. 0.85 divided by, so 111.623 divided by 0.85. Ayan, so our C is 131.321. So 131.321 millimeters. Okay, from this value of C, we can now solve the value of our Fs. So Fs is equal to 600 D minus C over C. So 600 times effective depth na 725 minus 131.321 divided by 131.321. Yan. So 600 times 725 minus yung nasa answer natin. Press equal. So 2712.489. So 2712.489 MPa. So since Fs, dito na natin mapuprove kung tama yung assumption. Fs is greater than 1,000 megapascal. Ang ibig pong sabihin niyan, correct assumption tayo. Correct assumption. So since correct assumption, phi is equal to 0.9 talaga. So hindi na tayo babalik dun sa another way, no? So kapag correct assumption tayo dito, yung value ng A na na-solve natin dito sa ating assumption is the actual value of A na gagamitin natin sa next step, which is yung summation forces horizontal na, no? Summation forces horizontal, masosolve na po natin yung ating pinapahanap na si AS. But before that, guys, di ba, remember natin yung ating summation forces horizontal is ASFS is equal to 0.85 F prime si AB. Tama ba? So yung Fs, ano yung magiging value ni Fs ngayon dun? So since yung Fs natin na na-solve is also greater than Fy, so ang ibig sabihin niyan, tension still yields or tension still yields therefore yung Fs mo must be equal to the value of Fy. Yan, so summation forces horizontal na. Dami, no? Summation forces horizontals equals 0 to the right equals to the left. So T is equal to CC lang yan. So we have T na ASFS is equal to 0.85 F prime C AB. So yung Fs natin is Fy yan. So palitan na natin. Equals 0.85 F prime C AB. So substitute na natin yung mga values, guys. We have AS times Fy na 345 equals 0.85 F prime C na is 28. Yung A natin na na-solve, that is 111.623 times B natin na 500. So, masosolve na po natin yung ating value ng AS. So, AS is 345. AS, so, solve 0.85 times 28 times 111.623. Hindi natin nilagay yung point. 1 times 500. Okay, so shift solve. Pwede tayong maglagay ng initial value, 1,000. Okay na yan. So, yung ibibigay po natin is, ibibigay po ng ating emulator is 3850.185. So, 3850. So, our AS for letter E is equal to 3,850.185 square millimeters. So, this will be our final answer for letter A. Okay, last na tayo. Last letter B. Letter F. F no, EF. So, letter F. So, ano naman yung pinapahanap dito? Yung letter F, same pa rin. AS pa rin yung pinapahanap natin, ay pinapahanap sa atin, but this time yung ating MU is iba na yung value ng ating MU dito. MU is 1,2. So 1,2 na yung ating MU, no? 1,200 kilonewton meter. So, same steps, yung gagawin natin, kailangan natin tong i-compare kay VMN max. So, VMN max, ano yung value ng ating VMN max dito? VMN max is 1245.808. So, 1245.808 kilonewton meter. Okay, so makukonklud po natin guys na si VMN max is greater than the given value of our MU. Therefore, this is also a singly reinforced beam. So after this one, mag-proceed tayo dun sa next step na ginawa natin. So ano yung next step na ginawa natin kanina? Inassume natin, tama ba? Inassume natin yung value ng A that is equal to 150. And with the given value of A, we can solve an initial strength ng ating concrete ng ating beam, no? So with that given initial strength, we can compare that one to our given value of MU para ma-determine natin if A should be greater or less than 150 talaga. So assume A is equal to 150 millimeters. Ayan. So with this given value of A, masolve natin si C. So A over beta 1, we have 150 over beta 1. So, guys, wait lang, wait lang. Parehas din lang yung nakuha nating ano dito, di ba? So, 1044 point, tawag dito, 1044.225. Tama ba? Parehas din lang yan. Dun sa assume A is equal to 150 mm. Pwede natin itong i-copy. I-copy natin to na part. Yan. Okay. So, copy. Alisin na natin to, no? Okay. So, ito na yung ating second step pala, second step. Yung first step is determine whether the beam or the given beam is singly reinforced or doubly reinforced. So, ito na yung second step natin. Na-solve na po natin yung ating VMN. We can now compare this value na na-solve. So, ang ibig sabihin nito guys, ito yung strength ng ating beam kapag yung A mo is equal to 150 mm. Since ngayon, dito sa ating example letter F, yung ating VMN na na-solve is magle-less than na po siya sa given value of our MU. That is 1,2. Tama ba? So, ano po yung sinasabi kapag ganito? Ang sinasabi po kapag ganito, kapag kayong A mo is 150 millimeters, hindi po sapat yung A na yan to support the given MU. Kasi yung strength po natin na na-solve kapag yung A mo is 150 is only 1,044.225 kilonewton meter. So yan lang po yung kanyang capacity, kumbaga. So, ang gagawin po natin dito, dadagdagan natin itong si A or yung ating depth of compression block, tawag kay A ha. Dadagdagan natin to, increase natin yan to increase also the value of our capacity. So kapag mas mataas na po yung ating A, edi until ma-reach niya na po yung ating MU, that is 1 kilonewton meter. So ang ibig sabihin kapag ganito, yung ating A must be greater than 150 millimeters. So since magi-greater than na yan, hindi na po siya ganito. Hindi na po ganito yung magiging itsura ng ating figure. Kagaya na po siya neto. Yan. So magiging ganito na po yung ating figure dyan. So copy lang natin to guys. Na-miss mo yung figure natin eh. Okay. So ito yung figure mo no. Mag-iiba na. So magkaiba si letter E at letter F. Ayan. So ito, hindi na siya Z max kasi hindi naman na tayo naka-maximum condition. So simply Z lang siya. Z, ito A siya. Ito is C max. Hindi din yan. Ito, bago din. Yan. So ito guys, ito ngayon si Z. Yan, Z natin. Ito ngayon yung ating A, effective depth. Total effective depth yan ha. Ngayon ito yung ating C. Tapos ito yung Z. So ang next na gagawin natin dito, since alam na natin na ganito yung ating figure, ang magiging equation natin for moment is included na po yung ating 2cc2. Magmo-moment siya dito, iikot siya kay t. So yun yung next step natin guys. Summation moment, papunta kay t, yung iikot si cc1 at si 2cc2. So para magiging equation natin is kagaya ng nandito. Ayan, so ito yan eh. Ito na yung ating given equation. But this time, hindi ito si VMN max. Ito yung ating MU na given. So, VCC1, D minus A over, ito din, hindi din siya Z max. Simply Z lang siya. So, Z. So, ano natin to? Expand natin. Si MU is equal to phi CC1, that is 0.85 F prime C. F prime C, area 1. Tapos D minus 150 over 2 plus phi times 2 times 0.85 F prime C. Area 2 natin. So, yung area 2 natin is, parang ang solve kasi natin dito is yung ating Z eh. Solve natin yung ating Z. Ayan. So, since hindi natin alam yung Z, given naman tayo ng 125 na ano niya, width niya, yung ating area 2. So, we can simply write our area 2 as 125 times Z. Ayan. So, yan yung ating area 2. Then, D minus 150 minus Z over 2. Okay, so ano yung value ni phi natin? Hindi natin alam. So, ang gagawin natin dito is assume muna yan. Assumption muna yan. So, assume tension control. Yan. So, tension control, ibig sabihin, yung phi mo na gagamitin mo is 0.9. So, ito yung ating ano. So, lagyan na nga lang natin ng ganyan para ano, kita nyo. Okay, so, substitute the value of mu, that is 1,200 times 10 raised to 6 para maging Newton millimeter yan. Yung phi natin, initially 0.9. Assumption pa lang naman to. Check natin mamaya kung tama. So, 0.85. F prime C na 28. Yung A1 po natin, that is 150 times 500, no? So, 150 times 500. So, makikita nyo siya, oh. 150 times 500 yung ating area 1. Then, our D, that is 725 minus 150 over 2. So, gawin ko na lang tong 75 para kasya sa calculate. So, next, yung fee natin na 0.9 times 2, 0.85, F prime C na 28, then the 125, tapos yung Z, as it is na yan, kasi yan yung hahanapin natin eh, yung 725 na effective depth, minus 150, minus Z natin, hanapin mo yan. So, input mo to sa calcu, then shift solve, masosolve mo yung value ni D. So, 1, 2 times 10 raised to 6. Yan. So, alpha solve, 0.9 times 0.85 times 28 times 150 is 500 times 725 minus 75. Tapos, 0.9 times 2 times 0.85 times 28 na F prime C. Dito natin to para makita. 28 na F prime C times 125 yung ating Z. Then, 725 minus 150 minus alpha Z over 2. Eh, nakaan. So, X over 2. So, shift solve. Okay, so yung shift solve natin, guys, ang ilalagay mong initial value dito, tulungan mo yung calculator mo. So, it must be, ano hindi siya lalagpas kay 800. So, baka maglagay ka dito 1,000. Eh di lagpas na yung Z mo kay ano. So, parang mga nasa ano lang siya, malapit siya kay 200, malapit siya kay 100, gano'n. So, lagay mo na lang dito, initial value mo, 100. 100. Press equal. So, our Z is 53.037. So, 53.037 yung ating Z dito. So, yung Z mo is equal to 53.037. So, 037 millimeters. So, after po nating masolve si Z, masosolve na po natin yung value ng ating A. Yan. So, yung A natin is 150. Makikita mo dito sa figure yan, ha? Para makuha si A, it is just the summation of 150 plus the Z na nasolve natin. So, this 150 plus Z. So, we have 150 plus Z na 53.037. Then, so, ito ay 203.037 mm. So, after solving A, masosolve mo na din CC. So, CC equal to A over beta 1. A over beta 1. So, yung A natin na 203.037 divided by 0.85. So, this is equal to, so, ano? 203.037 is 203.037 divided by 0.85. 238.867. So, 238.867 millimeters. So, after solving C, guys, kailangan nating isolve si Fs para i-prove mo kung tension controlled ba talaga siya or hindi, no? So, our Fs will be calculated using this formula, 600 D minus C over C. So, 600 times D natin na 725 minus C na 238.867 divided by 238.867. So, yung Fs natin is, okay, so 600 times 725, effective po yun, ans over ans. So, our Fs is 1221. So, 1221.097. So, 097. And yung unit natin dito is megapascal. This is greater than 1,000. This is greater than 1,000 megapascal. So, ang ibig sabihin yan, correct assumption tayo. So, correct assumption. So, yung phi talaga natin is equal to 0.9. And makikita din natin dito na yung ating Fs is greater than the value of our Fy. So, ibig sabihin yan, tension still yields Fs is equal to Fy. Yan. So, after this one, guys, saka tayo mag-proceed dito sa ating last step, which is yung ating summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. All forces to the right is equal to all forces to the left. So, T is equal to CC1 plus dalawang CC2. So, T is equal to ASFS 0.85 F prime C area 1 plus 2 times 0.85 F prime C times our area 2. Ayan. So, since tension still yield naman yan, so palitan na natin to ng Fy. Palitan natin to ng Fy, ano? So, become Fy. So, AS, yan yung kinukuha, no? So, AS, yung Fy natin na 345 equals 0.85 F prime C, that is 28. Area 1 is 500, ano, unahin natin si 150. AB kasi yan eh. So, A, ano ba? Yung A, ay, tama. Yung A mo. So, AB. So, this 150 times 500. Okay, yan pa lang yung first, ano, term. So, mag-add pa tayo ng 2 times 0.85 As F prime C, that is 28 megapascal. And yung ating area 2. Yung area 2 mo ngayon is, ano yung width natin, ano? 125. So, 125 yung width ng area 2. Tapos yung Z natin is na-solve natin yan. Z is 53.037. So, 53.037 times 125. So, yan lang yun, no? So, shift solve. Shift solve lang tayo dito, guys. So, ES, 345, alpha X, tapos alpha solve, 0.85 times 28 times 150 times 500 plus 2 times 0.85 times 28 times 53.037 times 125. So, shift solve. So, yung AS natin, since lumaki yung value ng ating MU, tama ba? Lumaki yung value ng MU mo. Saan na yung MU mo? 1, 2. Tapos dito sa may initial, yung dito is AS mo is 3850. So, yung masasolve nating AS dapat dito is mas malaki dito sa ating nasolve kay letter E. So, mag-assume tayo na around 5,000 yung ating ano dito, initial value. So, 5, ay, ilagay ba natin yung ano? Wala tayong nilagay dito, no? So, 5,000. So, press equal. Ayan. So, ang ibibigay po sa ating value ni AS is 6,088.609. So, 6,088.609. So, AS is equal to 6,088.609 square millimeters. So, this will be our final answer for letter F. So, we are done in example number 1. So, meron pa po tayong example number 2 dito. So, example number 2 natin is for analysis naman na to. So, design tayo sa una, analysis naman po ito. Itong example number 2 na. So, this is for analysis. Ayan. So, different na po yung ano, analysis sa design since yung dun sa design po, hinahanap po yung AS with the given value of our MU. Dito naman po sa analysis is we are going to solve for the capacity of the beam with the given value of steel reinforcements. Okay, so ito po yung ating example number 2. Compute the ultimate moment capacity of the beam shown. So ito, wala tong A. Assume F prime C is equal to 21 megapascal and Fy is 345 megapascal. So, our F prime C, given yan. So, given. We have F prime C is equal to 21 megapascal and our Fy is 345. Okay, so with the given value of our F prime C, we can also get the value of our beta 1 since yung ating F prime C is less than 28 megapascal. Therefore, our beta 1 is 0.85 pa rin. Ano, so, beta 1 is equal to 0.85 pa rin. Ano, guys? So, with this given parameters, we can now solve for the required, which is yung ultimate moment capacity ng ating beam. So, unlike po dun sa may rectangular beam natin, ang first step will be assumption, tama? Assume steel yields Fs is equal to Fy. Saka tayo magsa-summation forces horizontal. But here, in example number 2, we didn't know yet, no, kapag kayong ating A is lalagpas ulit kay 150 or nandito lang siya na part. Hindi natin alam na kapag ito ba si A mo or hindi, or lalagpas siya kay 150. So, we need to know that first. So, kailangan nating ma-prove kung lalagpas ba siya or kung hindi siya lalagpas. So, kagaya doon sa may design, ang ginawa kasi sa book guys, sinolve nila yung ating AS balance. So, para ma-solve si AS balance, solve mo si C balance, no? Then after solving AS val, kukompare nila yun sa given AS kasi ma-solve naman natin siya dito, yung area of steel reinforcement na given. Kapag ka nag-greater than yung AS val kay AS, tension steel yield. So, hindi sila nag-assumption dun, no? So, tension is still yield yun. So, pwede mong i-conclude that Fs is equal to Fy. But hindi po nila na-prove kung lalagpas ba yung A natin kay 150. So, yun yung una nating step dito, ano? Titignan natin kung lalagpas ba siya or hindi. Kagaya po yung ginawa natin dun sa last na problem, inassume natin na yung ating A is 150. And so, assume A is equal to 150 millimeters. 150 mm. So, 150 yan kasi 150 yung depth dito na nandito. So, kung ano yung depth na nandito, yun yung i-assume mo value ni A muna. So, kung 200 yan, di 200 yung assumption mo na value ni A. So, with this given value of A, ibig sabihin yan, isa lang yung CC natin. Simply this area dito, sa may top. Ano? So, pag nag-submission forces horizontal tayo dito, isa lang yung CC mo. Isa din yung T mo. Tama ba? So, we can solve the value of our AS with the given value of A. So, T is equal to CC. Ayan, T is equal to CC, therefore ASFS is equal to 0.85 F prime C AB. But we can assume also here that tension steel yield, so Fs is equal to Fy. So, yan yung una nating assumption dito. Si assume A is equal to 150 and Fs is equal to Fy. So, anyway, makikita mo naman siya kung ano to eh, kung Fs is equal to Fy by just solving first the value of our tawag dito, the value of our Fs. So, gawin muna natin yun, guys. Gawin muna natin yun, no? Solve muna natin si Fs. So, with this given value of A, masasolve natin si C. So, C is equal to A over beta 1. So, we have 150 divided by 0.85. Kagaya din siya nung una. 0.85, 150 divided by 0.85. So, this is equal to 177 point, ay, 151, 150. Yeah. So, this is 176.471. 176.471. So, 176.471 mm. Then, after solving our C, masolve natin si Fs. So, Fs is equal to 600 D minus C over C. So, 600. But, hindi pa pala natin nakuha si D. So, our effective depth po dito is simply 700 minus 75. So, this is 700 minus D prime or yung total height or total depth minus D prime. So, this is equal to 700 minus 75. So, D natin is 625 millimeters. Okay, so ito ay 625 mm minus C, that is 176.471 divided by 176.471. So, our Fs is equal to 600 times 625 minus 176 divided by 176.471. 471. So, nasa taas wala po. 471. So, press equal. So, our Fs is 1524.995. So, 1524.775. 995. MPa. So, since this is greater than the value of our Fy, ibig sabihin, tension still yield. So, hindi na natin i-assume na Fs is equal to F. Ano na to, conclusion na to na si Fs talaga must be equal to Fy. So, dito sa ating equation dito, yung Fs natin, palitan natin siya ng Fy. Ayan. So, ito ay magiging Fy. So, we have AS. Solve natin yan si AS kapag yung A mo is 150. Yung Fy mo is 345 equals 0.85 F prime C that is 28 mega, ay, 28 pa rin. 21 na pala yung ano natin dito. Okay, so 21 megapascal times the A that is 150, then B natin that is 150 also. So, solve natin to. We have 0.85 times 21 times 150 times 150. So, squared ko na lang yan. All over 345. So, cross multiply ko lang ito So, yung ginawa cross multiplication nyo. Ay, cross multiplication lang. So, yung AS natin is be equal to 1164.130. 1164.130. Ito yung AS mo kapag yung A mo is 150 mm. But, ibaba ko to. Kailangan natin isolve yung ating given AS dito, guys. So, yung AS mo na given is equal to 4 na 32 mm diameter bars. So, this is 4 times pi over 4 diameter na 32 mm squared. So, this is pi times 32 squared, no? So, 32 squared times pi. So, parang ganyan na lang siya. So, equal. So, this is equal to 3216.991. So, 3216.991 millimeter squared. Tama ba? Nalagay ko. 991. So, tama naman, tama. So, as we can see, dito sa nasolve nating AS, compare natin dito sa ating actual, yung provided AS natin. That is 3216.991. Okay, so yung AS po na nasolve natin is less than the value of the AS provided. So, ang ibig sabihin po na ito, guys, we need to increase this value of A in order to come up this value of AS. Tama ba? So, habang lumalaki po si A, lumalaki din po yung value ng ating AS. But, as we increase this value of A, mapupunta na siya dito sa figure na ganyan na. Ayan. So, ito na yung area mo ngayon ng ating compression block. So, magkakaroon ka na ngayon ng CC1 and CC2. So, yun lang yung ano niya, yun lang yung pwede nating maka-conclude dito. Kung less than ba siya kay 150 or lalagpas siya kay 150. So, dahil nga na-prove na natin na yung ating A, yan, so yung ating A must be greater than 150 mm, pwede na nating ilagay yung ating figure. So, ganito po yung magiging figure natin, guys. So, ito yung ating figure dito. So, as we can see, greater na yung A natin kay 150. So, meron tayong magiging value ng ating Z dito. And we need to solve this value of Z. But, before we solve this one, hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung si A, di ba? Ano si A? Tama ba? Hindi natin alam kung ano si A. And as the value of A increases, the value of Fs decreases. Kasi ano yan yung relationship of A and Fs is inversely proportional. So kapag dinagdagan natin to, 'di ba? Nakita natin si A is 150, yung Fs mo is 1524. So habang dinadagdagan ko tong si A, yung Fs ko bumababa. So ang tanong, yung actual ba na value ni A is magbibigay ng Fs na greater than Fy or hindi? So we didn't know yet if our still yield. So hindi natin pwedeng ilagay na Fs is equal to Fy pa lang, no? Hindi natin pwedeng ilagay 'yan. Kasi malay mo, habang yung binigay niyang value ni A sobrang laki, tapos yung Fs mo na na-solve dito is nag-less na siya kay Fy. So ibig sabihin, tension still does not yield na 'yon. So ang gagawin natin dito, guys, is assumption. Assumption. So pwede namang gamitin yung formula ng yung pag-solve ng ating AS balance as we can see dito sa ating book. Yun kasi yung ginawa niya, sinolve pa niya si AS balance, then sa kanya kinumpare dun sa AS provided, which is si 3,216.991. But hindi ko na yun ituturo. Matagal yung ganun, matagal. Imagine mo no, paano pag ginawa niya pa to, itong step na to, hindi pa naman niya na-prove dun sa book, hindi pa na-prove dun sa book na yung A mo is greater than 150 mm talaga. Pero hindi naman tayo nang babash ha. Hindi tayo nagbabash. Kung may kulang, edi tuturo ko yung mga kulang doon. Okay, assume still yield muna tayo. So, assume still yield. Kagaya din po siya ng solution po natin dun sa ating rectangular beam. So, assume still yield. So, since still yield yan, Fs is equal to Fy. And from the last na ginawa natin, na prove natin na ganito yung ating figure, therefore, kapag still yield yan, edi kapag nag-summation forces horizontal tayo dyan, parang ang magiging ano na natin dito is dalawang CC na. I mean, tama, dalawang CC. Si CC1 at si CC2. So, assume still yield tayo. So, we have summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. All forces to the right is equal to all forces to the left. So, T is equal to CC1 plus CC2. Siya yung nakikita nyo dito. So, si CC1 at si CC2. Sir, bakit po wala ng 2 si CC2? Kasi nga po, as we can see dito sa ating figure, mag-isa lang naman po yung area 2 natin. Hindi kagaya dun sa isa, halo kanina. Kaya nagkaroon siya ng dalawang area 2. Dito, isa na lang po si area 2. Okay. So, we have T, that is ASFS, equals CC1, that is 0.85. F prime C area 1 plus 0.85 F prime C area 2. So, area 2 tayo. Ayan. So, AS na, si FS natin guys, ay si FY. Ginawa ko itong FY. FS pa lang ito. Hindi pa naman. So, FS. But, since assumption natin is FS is equal to FY, saka pa lang natin ito papalitan, no? So, this will now become FY. So, substituting the values, anyway, ang sinusolve po natin dito is yung value ni Z. So, yung value ni Z yung sinusolve natin dito. So, ang mabuti pa, ilagay natin yung actual na area 1. So, ASFY is equal to 0.85 F prime C. Yung area 1 natin, that is, ano yung area 1 natin dyan? Area 1 is 150 times 150. So, area 1 yon plus 0.85. 0.85. F prime C, our area 2 must be calculated using by multiplying Z times the total width na itong part na to ng area 2, which is 150 plus 150 plus 150, that is equal to 450 mm. So, Z times 450. So, yung area 2 natin is 450 times Z. So, yan yun, no? So, after getting this value of Z, masosolve natin yung value ni A. Masosolve din natin yung value ni C. Pag nasolve natin si C, masosolve natin si Fs, compare it to the value of Fy. Kapag greater than, correct assumption tayo. So, gawin na natin para ano. So, AS natin, what is the value of our AS? Yung AS na mismong required ay yung ano yung given AS 3216.991. So 3216.991 times Fy na 345 equals 0.85 F prime C, that is 21. Area 1 is 150 times 150 plus 0.85 F prime C na 21 is 450 times Z. So, pag sinip-solve mo to, makukuha mo yung value ng ating Z. Tama ba? Makukuha mo yung value ni Z dito. So, shift solve. So, dito na lang natin ilagay itong ano natin calculator. So, 3216.991 times 345 plus solve is 0.85 times 281 times 150, 150. Squared na lang natin yan. So, 150 squared. Yan. Then, plus 0.85 times 21 times 450. So, shift solve. Variable error naman. Okay. Yan. So, shift solve. Ayan. So, ang kinahanap is si Z, di ba? So, it must be, parang less than 100, gano'n. Nasa range lang siya na gano'n. So, parang lagay na lang natin, 100. Okay, so our Z value na ibinigay is 88.171. So, Z is equal to 88.171 millimeters. So, after solving Z, mas-solve natin yung A natin. Yung A natin, tignan natin dito sa figure, yung A mo is the summation of Z plus 150. So, Z plus 150. Or this is equal to 150 plus 88.171 is equal to, pag pinag-add ko yan, edi ano lang yan, ang ibibigay lang niya is 238.17. 17. So, kung di kayo naniniwala, i-calculate nyo to. So, si C, solve na din natin. C is equal to A over beta 1. So, A over beta 1. So, A natin na 238.171 divided by 0.85. So, ito na ang kailangan nating i-calculate. So, 238.171 divided by 0.85. 280.201. So, 280.201 millimeters. So, after solving the value of our C, mas-solve na natin si Fs. So, Fs is 600 D minus C over C. So, 600 times 625 na D minus 280.201 divided by 280.201. So, 600 times D, that is 625 minus yung naka-answer yun eh. So, equals, so 738.324. So, 738.324 MPa. So, nakita nyo guys, lumiit talaga yung value ng ating Fs. Di ba yung Fs natin nung A is equal to 150, 1524. Malaki, no? Pero dito, yung A natin is 238. Mas malaki na siya kay 150, di ba? Nakita mo, si Fs is lumiit. But hindi naman siya umabot dun sa point na mas maliit na siya kay Fy. Tama ba? So, ito pa rin is greater than Fy pa rin yan. So, ang ibig sabihin yan, since inassume natin sa umpisa, still yield, F is equal to Fy, dito, correct assumption tayo. Correct assumption. Correct assumption, Fs is equal to Fy. Di ba? See the difference? Kapag ginamit mo yung solution sa book, okay lang naman sa akin. Isosolve mo si AS balance, then compare mo sa AS provided, makikita mo na agad doon kung si Fs ba is equal to Fy or still yield ba siya, no? But pwede mo din namang i-assume na still yield na lang, then i-prove mo kung tama yung assumption or hindi. So since correct assumption tayo, magpapatuloy tayo dito sa ating next step. But before that, we need to compare this value of Fs also. Wait. Ito palang value ni, since correct assumption tayo dito guys, ano yung sinasabi niya sa atin? Correct assumption, ibig sabihin, yung nasolve nating value ni A, value ni C, at value ni C is the actual values na gagamitin natin doon sa last step. So ito na yung mga gagamitin nating values dito. So kailangan po nating i-compare si Fs kay 1,000 kung less than ba siya or greater than to determine whether it is tension controlled or sa transition region siya. So since Fs mo is 738.324 and it is obviously less than siya kay 1,000 megapascal. Ayan, so nag-less than siya, no? So less than 1,000 MPa. So ang ibig sabihin niyan, transition region yan guys. Transition region, yung ating phi must not be equal to 0.9. And we can solve the value of our phi by just using this formula, 0.65 plus 0.25 Fs minus Fy over 1,000 minus the value of our Fy. And the Fs value dito is the actual value of Fs na nasolve natin dito sa may taas. So, siya yung i-substitute natin. Okay, solve na muna natin si phi. Ayan, so phi is equal to 0.65 plus 0.25. Fs is 738.23, 324. 324 yun. Kakaiba naman na yung ano. 324 minus 345 na F1 over 1,000 minus 345. Okay, so yung fee po natin dito is, solve natin, 0.65. 0.65 plus 0.25 times the value of our Fs na 738.324 minus 345 na Fy over 1,000 minus 345. Press equal. So, bibigyan tayo ng value na fee na 0.8. 0.80. Ayan. So, since si fee naman is nasa range naman siya between 0.65 and 0.9. So, ito na yung gagamitin nating fee dito. Kasi yung next step natin is kukunin na natin yung actual value of our moment. So, yung moment natin dito guys, yung mu is equal to PMN, tama ba? So, this is equal to phi. Ayun, tingnan natin yung ating mu is makukuha using summation moment, tama ba? Magmo-moment itong si CC1 at si CC2 kay T. Therefore, our mu dito, mu must be equal to phi CC1 times the moment arm of CC1, that is D minus 150 over 2. Tapos, plus phi CC2, yung moment arm ni CC2 papunta kay T is D minus 150 minus Z over 2. So, ito lang po yung gagamitin nating formula ni mu dito sa last step. Okay, so, phi CC1 times D minus A over, bakit A? 150. 150 yan. So, 150 over 2 plus phi CC2 times D minus 150 minus Z over 2. So, equals, so mu is equal to phi, CC1 natin is 0.85, F prime C, area 1, times D minus 150 over 2, that is 75, plus phi CC2, that is 0.85, F prime C, area 2. Yan. So, area 2 natin. Makukuha naman natin si area 2 eh. Given naman na tayo ng Z. Then, D minus 150 minus Z over 2. Okay, we can now calculate the value of our mu. So, mu is equal to phi. Phi natin na 0.8 times 0.85. The value of F prime C, that is 21. Then, area 1 natin is 150 times 150 yan. Yan. So, 150 times 150 times D na 625 minus 75 plus yung phi natin na 0.8 times 0.85 F prime C na 21 times area 2 natin, that is, tingnan natin yung area 2 natin Area 2 is 450 times Z. So, yung Z natin is 88.171. So, 450 times 88.471. Tama? 88.471. Ayan, tama. Okay. So, ito pa lang yung ating area 2. Multiply pa natin yung D, that is 625 minus 150 minus Z over 2, that is 88.471 over 2. So, ito yung kailangan nating i-input sa calculator natin, guys. So, 0.8 times 0.85 F prime C 150 times 150 squared ko na lang yan. Then, times 625 minus 75 plus 0.8 times 0.85 F prime C 450 times 88.471. Tapos, bakit may parenthesis? Kasi natin yan kasi 625 minus 75, 150. 150 625 plus 1 plus. Minus yan, minus. Okay. Minus z natin na 88.471 divided by 2. So, press equal. Tapos, divided by, ano tayo? 1 million. Yan. So, ang ibibigay na value sa atin, wait, wait, wait. Ano ba itong nilagay natin dito? So, mali yung nalagay nating ano, Z. So, yung Z natin must be 88.171 pala yun. So, 88.171. Ayan. Tama na ba? 88.171. Okay. So, ulitin natin i-calculate. So, calculate. So, zero point 0.8 times 0.85 times 21 times 150 squared natin. Okay, so 625 minus 75 plus 0.8 times 0.85. Ayan, 21 F times C tapos 450 times 88.171. Ayan, tama na no. So 171 times 625 minus 150 minus 88.171 divided by 2. So, press equal. So, ito pala yung sagot natin. Divided by 1 million. So, yung MU natin is 420.865. So, our MU is equal to 420.865 kilonewton meter. So, this will be our final answer for this example number 2. So, ito lang po yung na-prepare kong example dito guys sa ating video lecture for non-rectangular beams. So, tapos naman na tayo sa design and tapos naman na tayo sa analysis. So, I think okay naman na to guys para para maging basis ninyo sa pagre-review. Okay, so that's it guys for this video lecture. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Paalam.